What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary reaction video. Let's go.
This is Vince Carter here. And if you're looking for the best of old school NBA, check out the Basketball Time Machine with Sean David.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm Sean David. Let's talk some old school basketball. If you follow my channel on a regular basis, then you know that every once in a while I try to feature Larry Bird stories. And most of the stories that I feature are more about his trash-talking abilities. But in this video, I want to take a look at some of the most amazing Larry Bird fight stories, because that guy actually got into more...
I haven't seen too many fight stories, family. I haven't seen it
than you might think. But before we start with this video, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also click on the notifications button so you always get notified once I upload new videos. Also, if you want to support my channel and get access to more exclusive videos and podcasts with me and former NBA players, just check out my Patreon account. I'm always appreciative of every new supporter. Alright, enough said, let's start the video.
They always say, though, family, leave the quiet ones alone. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, the first story that I want to talk about is the fight story between Larry Bird and the legendary Julius the Doctor Erving. And it's incredible. Back in the days, you not only had the scrubs fighting each other, you also had your NBA superstars. And Dr. J isn't the first guy you would think who would actually fight somebody, but it happens. Back in the early 1980s, the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics had some of the greatest teams in NBA history. The Celtics with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish and those guys, and the Philadelphia 76ers with Moses Malone, Charles Barkley, and of course, Dr. J. So it was natural that when those two teams had to face off, it had to be a rivalry.
He threw the ball right at his shoulder, though.
And there was this one certain game that could basically tell you the entire story. On the 9th of November in 1984, two of the biggest NBA stars in Larry Bird and Dr. J.
Look how Larry Bird got his neck, though. He got his turkey neck choked up, boy.
Really had it coming. The Boston Celtics 4-0 hosted the Philadelphia 76ers 5-0 at the Boston Garden on that night. It was expected to be a great battle between the two undefeated teams with Larry Bird and Julius Erving going head to head. However, the showdown will forever be remembered for the fight that broke out late in the third quarter rather than the performance of those guys. And this is actually kind of unfortunate because Larry Bird actually had 42 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists in less than 30 minutes.
In less than 30 minutes? That man on steroids, bro.
Started in the second half after the Celtics had taken a big lead. Bird's 27 first-half points were bad enough for Philly. But when the third period started, Bird hit 5 of his first 6 shots, and then it started to get physical.
They dropping like bowling pins from a bowling alley.
When referee Jack Madden went down and out on this play, his partner Dick Bavetta tried to assure everyone that he was in complete control, never imagining what was about to take place.
Larry Bird getting with the They went up to Dr. J like, hold up, bro.
Bird is probably, well, he is the best player probably in this league today, but when he has to throw elbows and do those things to players, you know, he's got to expect it in return, and he doesn't like it that way. And hopefully the officials will see it that way and start calling it, because if they don't, we're going to come in here and we're just going to, you know, point someone out to get in a fight with them.
Ooh, you can hear...
He said point someone out to get in a fight with them. So they picking and choosing who they going. Wow.
Bells ring with that remark. The first ring is the cash register. The second is the phone. A call from the NBA commissioner's office telling Billy how much he's going to put into that cash register.
Want to say anything, doctor, about the situation?
No, not really.
So Bill must have got fined for that comment.
Talk to you no more. You don't want to say anything?
As you can see, both players were really frustrated after that game, and I think it's pretty easy to understand why. And I'm pretty sure the mood didn't get better after the game because the fight resulted in $30,500 in fines according to NBA.com.
Dang, $30,500. Now that's nothing. Obviously, NBA money now today, but back then that was some money. Also, I seen them holding Converses in a little Converse commercial with Dr. J and Larry Bird. I wonder if Converses will ever be like popular in regards of being a basketball shoe, as it today as it was back then. I'm curious.
And Dr. J and Larry Bird received the biggest fines of any players involved, each getting docked $7,500 for the roles in the fights. Anyway, today this is considered to be a part of NBA history, and it's pretty interesting how Dr. J sees it today.
Well, speaking of getting over, the last thing, I've gotten over, you and Bird had a fight. I was at the game.
Really?
I was there. And
call that a fight?
It was right in front of me.
Call that a
well,
fight?
you got in a punch. His arms are getting.
They both had each other gripped up. I wonder what they was thinking. I'm gonna just grip you up a little bit. Like, I wonder what they was thinking.
Arms are getting held.
Obviously frustrated, but I wonder.
You call that a fight?
First
Come
of all,
on. Do you call that a fight? Really?
a punch
Really?
landed.
Oh, it was like 3 jabs.
He gave him a couple
of jabs.
Can I just tell you that watching
for the team, taking one for the team.
Watching you guys fight was probably the most startling moment of my life, because you had a great rivalry, but there was a reverence with you guys, between you guys, a respect. Something happens in that game. He's playing well. He starts talking.
Yeah.
There's one of the refs.
Well, he
gets
started
kicked
it.
out.
You knew he started it.
I was there. I saw. He started it. There's only one ref, not 2.
We should leave it right there. He started it. I finished it.
You had most.
Oh man, you didn't finish it fairly. Yeah, your teammates over him while you did a little jabs.
They holding his arms.
They
Exactly.
came over. They came
Run
over.
it back again. What he say?
You had Moses and Barkley holding his arms.
They came over. They didn't come over that fast, but they got there.
While we're talking about the Philadelphia 76ers, here's another one. There's actually a pretty cool article in the New York Times from the 18th October in 1983, Larry Bird versus Mark Ivoroni. Again, the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics were battling each other, and the scuffling began with the game barely 3 minutes old when Cedric Maxwell of the Boston Celtics, upset at being bumped by Moses Malone as they went for a rebound, threw the ball at Malone's head. And only 1 minute later, Larry Bird and Mark Ivoroni had a fist fight and both were ejected.
One of the most intense rivalries ever.
And he gripped him up by the shirt. You're like, you come here, young boy. He's like, young boy. And he got the arm draw back.
Mark Ivoroni and Larry Bird go at it in this game. You see Larry asked if he's going to be thrown out. He was told yes, and he decided he was going to get his licks in before he left. And then Red comes down and says, what is this going on here? And he takes on Billy Cunningham. Look at this suit. It's ripped. Look at it. He goes after Moses Malone. Oh, if you live good lip reader.
The next one that I have on my list is not really
the popular one, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
but more a scuffle between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Larry Bird. Just like the
I feel like Kareem started this one, bro. He was swinging them elbows, bro. He's swinging them elbows type loosely.
And the Celtics had a rivalry. The Lakers rivalry was even more intense. And don't get it twisted, just because they were the Showtime Lakers didn't mean that this wasn't crazy. And if you see a guy like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar losing it, you know that there's something serious going on.
Bird fights Kareem.
See?
Swings the elbow, and now is killing it, Larry Bird. Jaw to jaw. And they better pull him apart.
Watch this. Bird and Kareem fighting for the rebound. And Kareem hit him with an elbow, and he's upset. Now Bird over there saying, why did you hit me? And Kareem saying...
And the next fight that I have is Larry Bird versus Ellen Bristol. Yes, the later coach of the Charlotte Hornets.
I didn't know Larry Bird had a feud with the coach.
But back then, playing for the Utah Jazz. The next story that I want to take a look at is the fight story between Larry Bird and Bill Laimbeer. And if you check out my channel, you will find...
He played dirty, man. He didn't play right.
About Bill Laimbeer, actually his entire story, that guy got into so much fights and is probably the most hated guy who ever played in the NBA.
Yeah,
so
true.
check it out too.
He played victim
In the
a lot.
mid to late 1980s, the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons were born, and naturally they were now the rivals of the Boston Celtics, who still felt that they were the reigning champions and definitely the strongest team in the Eastern Conference. And with the dirtiest players alive, Bill Laimbeer still did like this dude, it was obvious that one day Larry Bird was not willing to take it anymore.
They got that master man there trying to find open people.
See Sting, and the 24-second clock goes
Bro,
down.
how would them clotheslining Larry Bird like that, bro?
Bird and Laimbeer go at it. I don't remember Larry Bird getting as angry as I saw him there.
Now, Bird would stand for getting pulled down on a layup, but not on a play like that with the clock running down. And he really got taken down very hard. And, of course, Bird is very upset at Laimbeer and has been for a long time.
Bro, there's fights everywhere going in this joint.
Now Rodman goes after Bird threw the ball. This thing's out of control. I've never seen Larry Bird react that way. And
You left the bad blood on the court for the most part, but not with Laimbeer. I never really ever liked Laimbeer in any social situation.
No.
Yeah.
And it's because he was a dirty player.
Right.
He had to do.
He was a dirty player. He
To
started.
do, I understand that. But you take like Ricky Mahorn, he'd hit you and all that, but he'd hit you. You know you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
He didn't try to maim you.
Right.
Bill tried to hurt you.
Right.
And he was one of them guys. You shoot a jumper, he tried to slide his foot underneath your ankle so you twist your ankle.
All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Peace. I'm out.
That man enjoyed trying to inflict pain on people. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Give this video a big thumbs up. On that note, family, peace.